message of the day.
Message.
Make time to breathe. As we manage to live through the chaos of everyday living, make time to breathe. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, and yesterday should have been a lesson learned. In order for you to navigate from yesterday until tomorrow, then today we have to choose to give it our all. Love, live, and laugh, and make time to breathe. Take this message in stride and be blessed.
Yes.
Welcome back to Straight Head Podcast.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back.
This is episode 91.
91.
The message of the day was brought to you by Straight Hating Fashions and More, an online store selling a new brand of merchandise called Straight Hating.
Okay.
Go check us out.
Check us out.
Cop the merch.
Cop the merch.
And that's what things going on right now. You definitely need our t-shirts.
Okay.
Go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. Straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. I'm your host, AC.
Woo!
And joining me tonight is my lovely co-host, Tasha Mack.
Y'all already know it's Tasha Mack. When you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Mack. Holla back. Let's go.
Okay. How you doing today, Tasha Mack?
I'm doing well.
Doing well.
Body hurting, but spirit's good.
How's your week so far?
Body hurting, but spirit's good.
Okay. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been on, since we recorded anything.
Right.
So,
I miss you.
Missing
Talking to you straight hating.
Ooh.
I miss you.
I miss you, straight hating.
Oh!
Yeah. All right. My experiences this week and the last 2 weeks, so it's been, it started off, I turned 50 years old.
Woo! He told his correct age, because I don't know.
This the first
That's what he said
time
on Facebook, he was 27.
in years
For the
that
longest.
I ever told. Yeah, this first time in years I ever turned 50.
It's kicking in, y'all.
I sound like Trump. Yeah, first time in life I turned 50. Hey, yo, that's how crazy this time has been,
He
yo.
was 27 for so long, so how did it go from 27 to 50?
I feel like I should at least tell them. Today I want to at least
Fake news.
I want to accept that I'm 50.
Yes, and you
Although
look good too.
I don't.
Hey.
Okay, this is how I look at 50.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel 50 mentally, but my body may tell you a little differently.
Right.
Yeah, I do feel
Yeah,
it.
them bones be aching.
So I'm
'Cause
not.
I'm far behind, but not that far behind.
I learned I'm not
These bones be
as.
hurting.
I'm not as fitness fit like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. You still got it.
That's why we got other stuff, pows and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Still got it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's one part of this time period. You know what I'm saying? So
You look good. You look
I
good.
thank God for allowing me to see
Yes.
50 and see 50 circles around the sun
Right.
on this earth. It could have been a different way,
Right.
and I'm truly blessed. I am
Thank you. Lord.
truly blessed because it
Yes.
could have went a different way many times.
Amen.
But I'm here able to record a podcast,
Say your testimony.
episode 91. And I thank God for everything.
50 years old on episode 91. How about
Episode
that?
91.
How about that?
And I think we've been going strong for 2 or 3 years now. Strong so far. We got 91 episodes. It's been a privilege. So, other than that, in this time period, we also was able to me and Tasha Mack, they go watch a movie.
Finally.
And I haven't watched a movie in the movie theaters for a long time, since pre-COVID time periods.
Right.
And being around groups of people, I'm not really fond of being in a group of people unless I have control, and then that's still temporarily because I want to lead the group of people. You know, so and that's just how I've always been. You know what I'm saying? So, true story. I remember I was 18 years old.
I know where this going.
My family, they threw a birthday party for me. You know what I'm saying? Surprise birthday party, whatnot. My family and friends. My mom left us the house and whatnot. And my friends invited everyone that they knew, and they invited everyone they knew. And after a few minutes of being there and people were dancing and whatnot, the whole place was all crowded. It was so crowded, everybody dancing on each other, outside, inside, and everything. I left my own birthday party. I went walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know.
You got nauseated. And
nothing against the people, it's that I kind of feel my space was invaded. And people that I don't normally talk to was there, don't normally speak to was there, or some people I didn't know that was there, and I was like, this place is so crowded, you know, and like, you know, I didn't want to be there, and I know I was 18 years old, but and I knew people under the party and whatnot. My friends definitely was like, yeah, this for us, my boy, it's for my boy. You know, my family and friends was there, so they went out looking for me. Like, where you at? What you doing? I said, I just didn't feel comfortable, man. And as I was walking back to the house, it was like the place was so packed. You know, I just, you know, let everybody party. I didn't even want to be there. You know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I feel blessed. I'm a person I'm kind of like a giver on my birthday. I like to give things on my birthday. I'm not much of a receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I like to, you know, do things for people and that. But I knew then I didn't like crowds. You know, unless I had control, but then it was still temporarily. But I'm still blessed. I remember it like yesterday. I feel like I let my family down, but you know, everybody had a good time. You know, the birthday boy was just like, you know, he didn't want to be there. You know, nobody cared about the birthday boy. You know what I'm saying? They was partying. You know what I'm saying? But everybody had good.
The birthday boy didn't want to be there. It was like, hey.
Hey, they was having a good time. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. They had a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too big. So if when y'all see me, like, you know, why you don't come? You know, I just don't. You know, I like my space. I like being in my space. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things I've been through in 50 years. Sometimes you gotta be comfortable in your own space.
You have to be comfortable in your own space.
A lot of people are not comfortable in their own space because, you know, they gotta have people around them to be comfortable. I'm the opposite. I don't need people around me to be comfortable. I don't need people around me to do anything. You know, if you with me, then if you with me, if we doing something, I want to be something that it's adding to me. It's adding to me, or I'm adding to you. And we doing something, no matter what it is, something simple, something complex. If you're not an addition to me, as in a plus, a positive, I don't need that around me. If you're a positive and you're with me, then you add it to me. We doing something positive. If you're a negative, I don't want to be around negative, because negativity creeps up on you quickly, and I don't like being around anything negative. You know, it just throws me off. So that's my birthday. I'm 50 years old. Next time y'all, hopefully I'm able to speak to y'all and see them more and be like, yo, I'm 27 again, or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? But
you done spilled the beans.
Right now I'm 50. You feel me? So back to the movies. We went to the movies, right? And I'm gonna let you know, the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Don't spoil.
Spoiler alert.
Don't spoil.
We're gonna talk. I've been seeing it all over the internet and everything. People talking their little parts of that. Guess what?
You gonna talk your talk too.
I'm gonna tell my part too.
You gonna talk your talk too.
But one thing I'm gonna tell you.
Well, they late.
We saw the movie Sinners on the day it came out. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. Listen,
Crazy.
a lot of you watching this movie, y'all leaving the movie theater too soon. There is 2 extra parts. It's like how you did how the what's
Marvel.
like Marvel's movies.
Yeah.
They have 2 extra scenes. At the one scene post credits going up, and you have an extra scene, and then the ending credits, you have another scene. People leaving before the post credits, then they coming back. Then they leave after the post credits, then the ending credits, they missed the ending credits. Me and Tasha Mag was the only ones left in that damn place. Starting the last scene. We were watching it down.
Let me tell you why, because he was sure that it was gonna be one more. And I was like, this is not a Marvel movie. I'm like, only Marvel do the 2 extra scenes after the credits roll and after the movie's over and after the credits roll. That's the Marvel thing. This is not a Marvel movie. This is not a Marvel movie. But he was determined that it was another scene that's gonna come. So,
Cause think about it.
we waited, and it was.
If the lights not all the way on, lights be partially on in the post credits. But when it's all the way on, then it's on the end credits and it's done. That light's not all the way on.
Y'all missed it.
Plus, I paid for them tickets.
Right. We gonna get the
I'm watching the credits.
spring down.
I want that when it says Warner Brothers and everything, that's it. But listen,
That extra one.
the 2 extra scenes were great too.
Oh yeah.
The whole movie was absolutely.
Very suspenseful.
Oh man,
It kept you on your toes and kept you thinking like, oh, this might happen, but then it was like this, and
Right.
it was that, and it was like, what, like,
Right.
like, oh no, like, oh, okay, yeah,
And there was some learning messages in there too.
yeah, that's where that love come from.
About the music playing, how we are in debt of the black culture is in debt of all music, from the past to the present to the future.
Right.
Our part is that we are part of and it combines together
All connected.
in one scene. You feel like, what's going on? What's going on? It just shows how we are connected in our past, our present, our future. And we got a connection through music. You know what I'm saying? And
That's why we got so much music today that's like sounding like music from the past,
Right.
but they're mixing it with the music of the future.
Right.
Like lyrics of the future, music of the past, but
Right.
like yeah. I'm
so,
okay.
and man, and I can tell you, man, we definitely gonna go see it again.
Michael B. Jordan, yo,
Y'all
give
did
my
your thing, yo.
brother, give
You
my
know what I'm
brother
saying?
war.
Everybody in there play their part, man. Everybody,
Yes,
listen.
yes, everybody did,
Everybody in there play their part.
but that brother deserves an award.
Yo, this is
Black Panther to Sinners.
go
to,
see.
Um,
Ryan Coogler is the producer.
okay.
In fact, he produced. I think it was part of all those things. Every movie that almost every movie that Michael Jordan was in, he was in. So yo, much respect.
Yes, yes.
You know, much love. We're definitely gonna see it again.
Story, it's a great story.
It's a great story.
You have to go to watch a story. Don't go there and just be like, oh, what's going to happen? Go there for the suspense, for the storyline. Watch the storyline from the beginning to the end.
Watch it from the beginning to the end and pay attention.
Pay attention.
And don't be like, well, you're trying to hype yourself up to the point that don't expect shit. Just accept what comes to you.
Like you want to expect the scenes that you see
Right,
on
don't
the
expect
television.
shit.
And, oh, this is about to happen. Cause, no, that scene ain't about to happen right
Just
now.
accept it as it comes in the bask in the moment. I'm telling you, it's enjoyable, man. I gotta go see it again.
Yeah, I be having to use the bathroom sometimes. Like when I be watching movies. But I didn't get up to go, not near one time.
And she was so stuck
And
in
I
there.
ate all my popcorn.
And she was.
And drank my drink.
I kept peeping at her, and she was staring. She was glued to it. Like,
Yo, I was sitting there like, oh, like it was
man.
parts of the movie. I was like getting scared it like shot me like, oh snap, oh.
I'm like, she's really glued.
Ooh.
She's really glued to it. Like, man, she's really in this movie. She's really glued to it. So
It was great.
it was a great movie.
Great movie, great date.
A must watch. Had a great date.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Movie night out
You know
since
what I'm saying?
COVID. That's
You know what I'm
3-4 years ago.
Yeah. In fact, it was a different feel. You know what I'm saying?
Movie
you know,
theater
it
wasn't too crowded. We had great seats. Make sure you get great seats. So make sure you get there early. Well,
we had space. It was.
If y'all get
we still had space in there. It wasn't too crowded, and it was like, man.
But if you go to the movie theaters, make sure you have great space because it's like great space and a great seat, so you can enjoy the movie.
And there was still a lot of people there, but it was still spacious. Nobody was sitting on top of me. Nobody was sitting on top of us or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We had, we got extra seats open and whatnot, which I'm glad.
Well, he could see his hat.
Yeah, right beside, put my hat on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we saving this space for somebody. Yeah, we saving it for his hat.
You know, and I get claustrophobic. I can't even be in the church too long because everybody's still talking to each other. It's all hot, and I gotta get out. You know, now to the point I gotta get up. I gotta step outside. I'll be back in or whatever. So
You gotta breathe.
that's why I don't do funerals because everybody's packed in. And after I see the view of the body, I gotta step outside because I had to have an episode, mental episode because I'm so packed in there, can't breathe, and everybody gotta be quiet and still and pay attention. I can't. I gotta step outside. I view the body, show my luck. I gotta step outside. Hopefully, when it comes time for me to have my funeral, hope I'm able to be there. And have to step outside. You know what I'm saying? So that's how bad it is.
I hope we don't have to wait for you to arrive.
I hope I can be there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me some space. You know what I'm saying? Give me some space. Y'all crowded me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some breathing. Let me go outside real quick. Let me come back in. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. Like, hey, he needs some air. There's too many people in here. He needs some air. Okay,
Shit,
one at a time.
I might even show up late. You never know.
We're gonna just have to have to wait because the funeral would just be too many people there. I'm like,
shit.
if I be before, I'm still here and he going before me. I'm like, listen, y'all know my husband. He do not want a lot of people here right now. What the heck?
Just let me sit in the front row with nobody sit beside me, or maybe a couple of people. You know what I'm saying?
Sit you up.
I don't like this packed stuff. I don't like this packed stuff.
Oh, okay.
This packed stuff. Everybody sitting on top of each other, sit beside me. I can't even breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't even breathe when I'm here. If I'm my arm over here, he be like, listen, y'all see us on the camera. Get off of me.
It's just I don't know. I started hyperventilating. I started getting this. I can't. But I would get trapped in the fucking box, and just know he tried to fight his way out. That motherfucker. Listen, if y'all ever hear a story of this dude trapped in the damn box, trapped in some corner, trust me, he's not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
No, you will.
Cause just know that he
Same way you got out of that party when you was 18, cause it was too many people there. You gonna get out.
That's another reason why I don't like selling cars no more. Cause you do the demo drive, and if it's a 2-seater car, you gotta sit in the back seat.
I don't like that.
Sit in the back seat of the car, and then let me tell you something.
I
remember being in the back.
Not in the back seat. No.
I'm in the back seat. There's no doors in the back seat of 2-seater cars.
Right,
of course.
no.
There's no fucking windows either.
I can't jump out when
So,
I'm thinking something.
and if you got 2 big people in the front, I had 2 large people in the front. They said squish back.
Yeah,
And
my
my whole demo ride. I remember my whole demo ride. One time was like, oh my God, I gotta get up. Then when we finally stopped back at the dealership after the demo, these motherfuckers won't get out. They want to talk, man. Sit down and talk. I'm like, I'm trying to.
And you the backseat
I'm like, can we just step outside? No, I got a question to do this. And I'm trying to hold it in.
Like, I'm trying to breathe.
I'm freaking out, really.
Right.
So after that, after my last couple of ones like that, I always tell I don't want to be in no back seat. Then one time my manager made me go and say, you gotta go. I said, I can't go to the back seat. And then he said, you gotta go to the back. I said, all right, I'm doing it. After that, I was just done. You know, get a deal to somebody else. I'm not doing no backseat of no two-door cars. You know what I'm saying?
That's how important, like, him not being in the back seat of a two-seater car is. That he's willing to be like, no, I gotta lose this deal.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, either you lose this deal or I lose my breath myself. Like, no.
I was going in the step. You know how hard it is to hold back frustration, hold back being hysterical, hold back all kinds of feelings, emotions and stuff. And do this for years and years and years, and then suddenly you at this age now that you just can't hold shit back anymore. I'm at the age now that my patience, I know everybody said the Bible and everything, you gotta have patience, all that kind of stuff. Listen, there been times I didn't have patience, had to learn patience. Well, now, at this point in time in life, I don't have patience for shit. I've had to hold back for so long, for so many years. You gotta stand up straight. You gotta walk straight. Say certain stuff. Hold it in. Walk it off. Even when people talking shit to you, try to make a deal, trying to go there, whatever. I had to deal with so much. At this point, I cannot hold back. I cannot hold back. You're gonna hear from me. Listen, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how many people with you. I don't care how the situation is. If I can get away and walk away without saying something, I'm trying my best to hold in what I can hold in. But it gets to the point that I'm back against the wall. You are gonna fucking hear my mouth. And then next thing I do, whatever happens after that, you heard my mouth. Hearing my mouth is the warning.
Hear me roar.
Whatever happens after that, I have no control over. I have no control over it because my self-defense mechanism is what's called a fight or flight. Mm-hmm. It started kicking in.
And his is fight.
It just started kicking in automatically. So that's just my thing with that. So I don't know how I got to that shit, but
you had to get it off your chest.
Listen.
You're 50 down, yeah?
Don't put me in no fucking corner. Listen, I'm telling you. For you and for me, you know what I'm saying? Don't put me in no goddamn corner. I'm tell you that right now. So I might not take everybody down, but somebody coming with me. I guarantee that.
You guarantee?
I guarantee that.
Loud but down.
Somebody coming with me. I am not going alone. And if you the one to say, well, I got that motherfucker. You're gonna say he was a handful, but I got that motherfucker. But guess what? I ain't gonna get that motherfucker no more. I'm gonna think about it. Or you be like, well, I got the motherfucker, but it was no easy job. You can never say it was an easy job with AC. I don't care how much say you got me. You're gonna be like, that motherfucker, you know, he did his thing. I got him, but he did his thing. And if you're able to say that, you might have to show some scars on you. You're gonna be like, damn, this motherfucker did to my face. This motherfucker did to my neck.
Look at my face. Look at my face.
Look, he did to my homeboy. He got my homeboy. Homeboy can't talk no more. Shit. Listen, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I don't know how I got here, but listen.
Are you angry?
I like the fucking, listen, if someone asks me about my mentality, a doctor say, how you see yourself? I see myself like the Black Hulk, except with the Hulk part.
Ooh, that's a new Marvel movie.
Except with the Hulk part. I ain't going green, and I ain't getting no big old muscles, but with that adrenaline pumps in, you do get a little puffier. You know, you start getting like,
new Marvel movie.
You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Black Hulk.
That give a fuck strength. You get that give a fuck strength in you. You like, I got a few moments of give a fuck strength. I got a few moments of give a fuck strength. Don't give a fuck strength.
That I don't.
Huh?
But when that I don't give a fuck
that's what I'm saying.
strength comes.
What I'm saying, I have a few minutes of I don't give a fuck strength. When I don't give a fuck strength, that means I have no control of whatever happens after that part until I can get my mental capacity back, because at that point, I'm no longer in my state of mind to control it. So, mental health is very important.
Yeah.
That's why it took us 2 weeks to get back on, because you have to take care of your mental stability, your mental health.
Right.
You gotta take time to breathe. As things go forward in life and how we handle stuff, and especially with the economy, with the government and all this stuff, you gotta take time to breathe. That's what the whole message of the day was. Take time to breathe, because mental health is so very important.
It is.
It could mean life or death. It's that important. Your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Take a moment. If you don't take a moment for your mental health, your body will take the moment for you.
Amen.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you don't take the moment to check on your mental health, I don't care if it's for a minute, for 5 minutes, for an hour, for a day. You don't take the time out for your mental health, your body will take the time for you. And you're not going to like it when it happens. It's always going to be, it's always going to be an unfortunate situation when it happens. Not to say it's going to result in being unalive, which it can, but you're going to be in the hospital, you're going to have to go, somebody got to help you do something. It's going to only be a time period you never expected. You're probably going shopping, driving, whatever. So always going to be an unfortunate time period. So take time for mental health, or your body will take the time for you. That's my public service announcement on mental health for this month.
PSA.
I try to do it every month. I've been slipping on my pimping.
You've been slipping on your pimping.
Slipping on my pimping.
When you ring on the wrong finger.
I'm 50 years old, saw the movie Sinners. Go watch it. Alright, let's do what we came to do.
What is that?
Surviving 2025.
There it is. Woo! Bring it back.
Surviving 2025 politics and current events.
Are you really about to do it?
Listen, this is week 13.
Week 13.
Week 13 since Trump has stolen the damn White House and the whole government.
He stole it.
He stole that bitch. And
Fake
we are now in what he calls the golden age.
Oh yeah, because he's King Midas.
He's the golden age.
Everything he touched.
You realize they trying to put his face on a $100 bill, on a $50 bill,
and the 50.
and a $250 bill. They're trying to create a $250 bill, put his face on it.
Who don't have that? Can I get one? If it's spendable?
He's trying to make, listen, I'm trying to tell you.
I need it for free.
They're working on put his face on the $50 bill, the $100 bill, and creating a $250 bill, put his face on it.
Now, if you give every American at least one of that $250 bill, what is 250,000?
$250 bill.
Okay, if you get every American a $250 bill, like for free, like just one to pass out to see how it look, like everybody, enjoy it, and
He's also still trying to
I'll be down.
get more airplanes, more airports, not just the one I told you a couple of weeks ago, but more airports will have his name on it.
Let's see.
He's trying to put his face on multiple airports across the nation.
Trumpland.
He's trying to get statues built of himself. Golden statues.
DJT.
Listen, this is not no bullshit. This is real shit. This is real shit. That's why I had to take an extra week off just to fucking get my mental together. Cause
So we know like this stuff that we're hearing is like, are we? Is this what we hear? Like, is this real?
And listen, we're only.
Like, is this real?
We're 13 weeks in. You know how much time in 13 weeks? That's what 3 months. 4 weeks in a month. 4 times 3 is 12.
Oh, you can do that math. Do that math. So we like 3 months.
Just in case one
3 months in a week.
One month have 5 weeks. But listen, this is
3 months in a week.
We little over 3 months in. 3 months, and I just told you I'm just turned 50.
Before he leave, because he know he has 4 years, but you know he's working on to make sure that he has extra years because before this his term is over, he's gonna be going out for that. That rule of a president can only serve 2 terms. That's gonna be, he's trying to wipe that out. Like if a president is doing good and the people vote again, then that's what it's gonna be. Cause like he's Donald Trump, he can do whatever he wants to do.
And let's remember, this is what you voted for, America.
This
is what you voted for. This has been the longest 3 months ever in history. In history, it's been Bigley. And I looked up Bigley in Google, and they have it in Google. It says Bigley, and it's derived in definition because of the new administration.
It's associated
with the new administration. So the Bigley is in
Donald Trump.
Yes, it's in the damn Google.
Wait, excuse me. The word Bigley is now in Google because it is associated with the President Donald J. Trump, and that's why the word is in the Google dictionary right now.
Yes. That's what they said. Every word she just said is how they explain
it. I looked it up because he was telling me about it, and I was like, hey, no, that has to be a word or whatever. It had to come from somewhere. But when I went deep down inside and dig deep down inside, it derived from the association of Trump usage of that word.
They have added a lot of words.
Bigley is not a word.
A lot of words to our dictionary and removed a lot of words from the dictionary.
Yeah. Bigley is supposed to be associated with big league. But no. It's associated with President
And listen,
Trump.
We're not even reading from any fucking script right now.
He gonna have a whole new dictionary for everybody.
I have a fully written script. Right? We haven't read from shit yet. We're just going off the bat right now of this. There's so much information of what happened in these days. It's like you don't have to write all shit down. You just spit some shit out. You're like, yep, he did that. Like for instance, Hegseth. Remember he was in trouble a few weeks ago for chatting about the damn war stuff? Mm-hmm. He did it again yesterday. Chatting to his brother about some more shit.
Some more. Can't make this
stuff up. Right? So
this is real.
And listen.
Like, that's not how a president should act. Yeah, y'all might see him act like, okay, yeah, this is, he act like this and all kind of stuff like that, but come on, man. This man's going to have it where he's in control of everything that we do. Whatever he says is going to be done. That's what Project 2025 was all about. And
see, what he did, how he got it was, he didn't go directly at certain stuff, but he went around it. So he'd take out things, little systems that's in play that would get to the major part. So I'm trying, instead of going straight to say, well, let's get rid of black people. Let's get rid of Mexicans, get rid of colored people. Let's take down the foundations of each situation slowly. Then when we come to this part, now they caught up in the system that we can handle this. Now, as they are fighting against this situation, we're taking down other stuff too. Just for the main sources of getting rid of certain people in the first place.
And why he doing
it's a strategy.
That, right. And while he doing that, he got y'all focused on
other stuff.
This little bit of good that he's doing for it. Like, oh,
Right.
Trump did this, Trump did that. Wow, it's like 2 goods over here. It's 4 bads over there.
Yeah.
But y'all focus on the tourists.
Right. No denying. No denying.
Yeah, but
some good stuff gonna come out of what he's doing. There's no denying. Because that's how he gets you.
That's the only way
still
he can
fixed
stay
on the
ahead
situation. Yeah.
of y'all non-chess players.
Right. You get some good out of the situation, but if followed with some tenfolds of bad shit, then you be like, well, he did this right here. What about the other shit that he's doing right in front of my
gotta
face?
check it and check it.
He's
good is not outweighing the bad.
everything that's good. Remember what I always saying? Everything that looks good ain't good. And then, you know what I'm saying? Everything that looks good ain't good. It ain't good for you, baby. The elderly women that tell you, they're like, baby, everything that looks good ain't good for you, baby. Everybody has somebody that said that to them.
Yeah, my granddaddy said that to me. He was mean.
Everything that looks shiny and good to you ain't good for you, baby.
Good on the outside, probably bad on the inside.
You can't tell me y'all didn't hear this shit before. Everybody at least heard that before. So, Canada has a message for Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
Dang, all the way to Texas?
Here we go.
From Canada? That's the top of the...
It's still too early to say how many are canceling, but from the evidence that we're gathering, it's much, much higher than 10%. And it's about sending a message to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who said Canada was going to learn a lesson. Oh, really? Texas is going to teach Canada a lesson. Well, we've got $400 million worth of travel that goes to Texas, Mr. Abbott. How about we teach you a lesson and say, we got better places to go than Texas? If that's your attitude of Canadians, we will not go. Hell no, we will not go. The boycott is going to target many, many areas of the United States that are very vulnerable right now. Kentucky has already started to speak up about the huge losses that they're facing in Kentucky bourbon and Kentucky whiskeys because their number one market is Canadians. So when Canadians stop buying, it's sending a message. And we know this is the only way right now that Americans are going to be able to put pressure on Donald Trump. Because what's at risk here is the future of an international order where we respect the rights of countries to be independent, we respect the international rule of law, we respect our neighbors and borders, and this is something Mr. Trump is saying he will not respect. So on this festival where we celebrate Canada as a nation and our flag, I am encouraged. I want to thank Canadians. I want to say we are strong, we do not bend, and we will never, ever, ever kiss the ring of that gangster from Mar-a-Lago. So let's celebrate the 60th anniversary for Canada and our flag in a way that we have never done before.
Oh, snap. What hood he from? What hood he repping?
He from the Canadian hood.
He repping that C-Town.
He repping C-Town, baby. C-Town. Cut about drum.
He done got gangster. Talking about Trump gangster. He done got gangster.
Listen.
That's crazy.
That's just one thing from Canada. Canada's going to hit every red state that went out there. China is going to hit every red state. They hit these people, these countries that we're attacking are hitting all the red states first. Canada also controls the electricity of the northern states, the northern hemisphere.
Can I also say something? Because, we were in, SC, representing. So our Myrtle Beach tourism in that fall season where there's not really many guests coming because, Labor Day is over, Memorial Weekend is over. That's when, Myrtle Beach make its most money. But in the fall season, that's when we have what we call our snowbirds come in. And guess where our snowbirds are from?
Canada.
Everybody from Canada, because they want to come down here to, feel some warm weather and go to the show, all the Alabama shows, the
golfing,
private voyage golfing,
right,
and all that. And they stay here from almost from August to November, and some of them come and live here in the all the hotel rooms, all the tourist hotel rooms,
right,
to that season. Locals can't even hardly get in because they're packed. So this is going to affect South Carolina too. Hello, Myrtle Beach is a tourism place, and it takes up at least about 1/3 of South Carolina, because you have like Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and then you have like Columbia, and then other parts of South Carolina. But Myrtle Beach is like one of the second or the third tourism states, and that's where Myrtle Beach get their money from. So in that season, all that money, if the Canadians do like how they say they're gonna do, and they fold together and be like, okay, we ain't going, where we gonna get the money from? Because we ain't even got to spend it, because we got to spend $8 on eggs.
Allegedly, the Social Security Administration will use the social platform X to make announcements going forward instead of the traditional press releases or memos typically posted on the agency's websites. So, for instance, first, before I explain it, I want to say Survivor 2025. Survivor 2025.
When is May the 30th?
So instead of Social Security Department has been demolished, been cut down to. They have offices already, right? And they also have people on the phones, helping people through the phones, helping people go through the. When people call them, they ask questions. People ask questions, answer questions to help them navigate through the computer system and stuff like that. So about their benefits. So what they did was there was already low staff anyway. So what had happened was they cut half of the administration buildings, almost all of it, but nearly half, and then fired majority of people that was there. So you have less places to get help or to call for help because they fired most of the people. In addition, instead of using the normal format or website to get information about your Social Security, SSDI, what they did was they were going to remove it from the Social Security website and put it on this website called X, formerly known as Twitter. So when you want to get your information, you have to go onto Twitter to get your information about your Social Security benefits. X is owned by billionaire, how can I remember his name? What's his name again? Elon Musk. Said his name so much I forgot his damn name.
Lesky.
Elon Musk sold X to his AI company. He has an AI company that he sold his X company to and took $300 million or $300 billion allegedly from the company as he bought it. So he sold the company to himself. And the AI is called AIX, is now in control of the X platform. So he sold his company to his other company and took money from the company
And
as
they merged them
payments.
together.
Right, so one company is now owning the other company, but it's still his companies. And he took payment from it as if he was sold it to someone else and got paid for it. So in
That's
this,
legal on Texas?
because X has not only didn't make money since he bought it, is actually losing money. So he sold his company to his other company to get money from it. So he has more money in his pocket. That's how they stay rich. You gotta know the games of the rich to know how to stay rich. Now to normal people, me explaining that just now, sound like gibberish. Like, what you just said, man? That doesn't make sense. Okay, his company X.
Yeah.
He has another company called AIX. He sold his company X to his other company AIX. And he got paid from his company AIX for selling his company to his company. Here's some more. In addition, allegedly, there will be posted individual Social Security information on the site as well. So what do you think about that? Everybody, first of all, and if you try to call in to get help, there's no one to talk to because they fired majority of the people who did the phone calls.
But maybe that's his plan to get people off of Social Security. Because no one wants their information on X, or AIX, or XYZ, or WXYZ.
And I want to say this before we go move on. You know, they kept saying, well, we're going to bring jobs to America, manufacturing jobs, manufacturing jobs, manufacturing jobs, manufacturing jobs. People we can actually work and have some workers that actually go out and go to work for the workforce, stuff like that. Did anyone stop to think, they're making robots to replace workers. They even got self-checkout to replace workers. Who do you think gonna have these jobs that come into the States to replace workers? Who will get the jobs? The fucking AI robots. So y'all fighting to help someone create jobs that you're not even gonna have. And the job that you do have, you're getting fired from the jobs. You're getting fired. The job that you do have, you're getting fired from the job that you do have and losing the benefits that you have put in. For years, you put in money for 401k and retirement and this, and they're erasing and destroying the companies that takes in these plans. And when some people ask their financial advisors, what should they do? The advisors are telling them, don't worry about it right now. We'll just go through the ride, let this clear out, and we'll see later. When they call in to the advisors, the advisor tells them, do not worry about it right now. Because they can't get no real information, so they tell them, do not worry about it now. They say, when can we check on it? I will not check on it right now. They're advising them to not to check on their financial stability and financial status because it's chaotic. They're literally getting that advice from their financial advisors to stop checking on it. Surviving 2025. Trump has a new plan. Hold up. Do this with me.
Okay.
Trump has a new plan for undocumented workers for the hotel and farm industries. All right, hold on. Listen to this shit.
They can lay on it as well.
And we're going to work with people so that if they go out in a nice way and go back to their country, we're going to work with them right from the beginning on trying to get them back in legally. Is that right? So it gives you a real incentive. Otherwise, they never come back. They'll never be allowed once a certain period of time goes by, which is probably going to be 60 days. We're also going to work with farmers that if they have strong recommendations for their farms for certain people, we're going to let them stay in for a while and work with the farmers and then come back and go through a process, a legal process. But we have to take care of our farmers and hotels and various places where they need the people. And we're going to be working with you very carefully on that. So a farmer will come in with a letter concerning certain people saying they're great, they're working hard. We're going to slow it down a little bit for them. And then we're going to ultimately bring them back. They'll go out, they're going to come back as legal workers. Okay? Imagine.
Okay. Shout out to my homeboy, my classmate, Tony Miller. For posting that. Hey, check this out, right? He talked gibberish, so it's kind of hard to understand what he's saying. So let me break it down for you. For the undocumented workers, he's going to make a way for them to come back with his new plan. Like this, new plan. His new plan to come back to do work, just to work on the farms and the hotels, and then to go back to the land that they sent them to, but give them a way to come back here just to go to work. Have y'all stopped to think?
Like, why you gotta do all of that?
Hold on. We already have a system in place. It's called work visas. We've been doing this shit for years. Right. No one stopped to think about this shit. No one stopped to think about this shit. Mm-hmm. We already have a system in place called work visas. They come from other countries every fucking year, Mr. President.
Right.
Especially to the tourist sections. They come here on work visas from other countries to work. Then that time is up, their job is up, then they go back to their country. We've already done. How this fucking is come on, do it with me. A new plan. You motherfuckers hear him talking like.
Oh, you didn't, cause you missed the part. Like, when they go back, they're gonna come back and work on a way to make them legal. As long as like the farmers or the hotel workers, like give recommendations for them to say like they're good workers, and like give them like a recommendation.
Again.
And then he'll make them legal.
Again, the plan that we
go to come back. Like that's just
again
already here on the work visa.
The plan that we currently have is called work visas.
Yeah, and if the farmers and the hotels say they're good workers and everything, like why not just go ahead and make them legal now? Why they got to go back to their country then come back? Like because that's what Trump wants to do.
And because you know why? There's no one working these jobs. Were these the black jobs you're talking about? Farming and hotel work and... Were these the black jobs you're talking about? They're still in the black jobs. They're still in the black jobs. I hope it's not the black jobs you're talking about, Mr. Trump.
Well, some of them visa people are black people, so I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Everybody got black in them.
We have the Jamaicans, we have the Russians, we have the...
Everybody got black, some black in them.
People. We have everybody come over and work on the visa.
Right.
On the work visa.
But the ones you kicked out of the country were working for even less money and working harder. And they knew this, they were working hard and less money. That's why y'all allowed them to get away with being working here in the first place, undocumented. But now, since y'all voted for this to get rid of everybody, now you gotta figure out a new way, which is called a new plan to bring these people back to do the exact same thing you had them doing in the first goddamn place.
Y'all make sure y'all ask for more money too when they make y'all legal. Since that's his way to go. Y'all make sure y'all ask for more money. And we gonna do it too.
For a couple of weeks, let me first say this, surviving 2025. We 13 fucking weeks in. Surviving 2025. For a couple of weeks.
We trying to survive, y'all. We trying.
China has been steadily posting videos telling the secrets of American luxury products.
Not the luxury.
All right, and I have video.
Drastic as some of these trade policies are, they're nothing compared to the awesome power of Chinese propaganda. And luckily for China, we all have a Chinese propaganda app on our phones.
They're the videos seen by millions of Americans. TikTokers claiming to work at Chinese factories that make high-end products and offering to sell them directly to Americans for much, much cheaper. Products like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton.
Do you like this bag or this? $2. $2. Oh yeah, $2.
Dang, I need to contact somebody right there. Boy, them bags going for $2.
But forget about the designer products because these TikToks aren't just offering cheap Chanel bags. They're offering cheap everything.
Do you want my laundry parts? Do you want laundry capsule? Do you want laundry bits? One part costs only 5 cents. Just to ship customer sending candles to US for only $2.
Do you need a house? We can build it for you in just 48 hours. Place an order and we will deliver it to your country.
Good news, honey. I am getting you that prefabricated house for Memorial Day.
Sonny is going in, man. We looking like a fool.
Listen, I've said it for many years.
Everything's made in China, y'all.
Even though it may not say China on the tag, it may say Italy or France. What happened is they imported from China. They put their stamp and tag on it and say it's from Italy or from France or from Europe. And then they stack a big tag on it along with their emblems and say
in their name.
That's what normal businesses do anyway, which is business. You know what I'm saying? When we buy straight Hayden products, we have straight Hayden products that come from wherever they come from. We are sellers of straight Hayden products and merchandise. So we have our merchandiser send us our product with our logo on it, and then we sell it. That's actually normal commerce, but you guys are actually buying it for 100 times the price than what it is. Thousands of dollars on the bag that you actually could go to the next door and buy it for $20.
Same bag.
Different labels. Same bag. Exact same bag.
Only difference is it might be like a little label on the inside, but the material is the same.
Or the Jordan sign might be bending down versus hooping like hitting on the normal hoop sign. Y'all be picking on people, the hoop sign be looking all crooked and shit.
Now wait, one
That's
is a Shaq and one is a Jordan.
But what I'm saying is, if you're buying the Shaq shoes or Jordan shoes, now you could be buying another shoe because there's some Jordan shoes that's called, what they call the fake Jordan shoes or whatever.
It'd be the tag. It'd be like a certain thread or a certain tag. It's like most of these things when they would say fake and they say real, it mostly be like a certain you have to have a certain tag in your bag, and the only difference is the tag. Trust me, I didn't see
the name. It's the same shoe. It's just the name and logo. Same shoe. All right. So
a little strip of a tag costs you $100,000. That little strip of a tag.
So before we continue, because we got more, we're gonna do shout outs. So I don't want to miss out the shout outs before we end our time. So shout outs. Shout out to Carlos from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out to UBT Banks 573 from TikTok.
Hey.
Shout out to Fly94 from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out to Original Office Linebacker from TikTok.
Don't worry.
Shout out to Lisa Dunham from TikTok. Shout out to Dr. Divalicious from TikTok.
Dr. Divalicious. Okay.
Shout out Love and Life from TikTok.
All right, Love and Life.
Shout out Fit Me versus DJ from TikTok.
All right.
Shout out Lance Meyer 486 from TikTok.
Okay.
Shout out Ty 2 Turned from TikTok.
All right, Ty 2 Turned. Thank you.
Shout out Raw 1057 from TikTok.
Raw 1057.
Shout out Nathaniel Lewis from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out Miss Baker 0819 from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out Greg from TikTok.
All right, Greg.
Shout out Renee Luna from TikTok.
Renee Luna.
Shout out B More CNL from TikTok.
You already know where she from.
Shout out Lil Bit 412 from TikTok.
All right, Lil Bit.
Shout out my main man Tom Ellis at Carolina Car Connection on Facebook.
Let's go.
Carolina Car Connection on Facebook. Go if you're looking for a ride, a car, SUV. Listen, go to Facebook. Look for the red and black logo. We got other logos, so it's not him. It's gonna be say Carolina Car Connection on Facebook, red and black logo.
Red and
Let
black.
them know, like the page.
Red and black,
let
like
them
my
know,
hair, like my shirt.
Let him know what you like, what kind of car you're looking for. He will take care of you. Let him know that you heard it here from Straight Hating Podcast.
That's right.
That's Tom Ellis at Carolina Car Connection on Facebook. Look for the red and black logo. Yeah, that's my shout outs for the day.
Woo, thank y'all. We appreciate it. did.
And if we haven't shot you out, and you have been liking, commenting, sharing our stuff, you will get a shout out. We're going to do a little bit at a time in each episode, but we do have you on the long list of shout outs to come. And you will get a shout out. So please like, subscribe, go to YouTube, subscribe, tell your friends about us, whatnot. We're on Facebook. If you're still on Facebook, whatnot, on Instagram. Please like, share, comment, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Also, comment on we call it YouTube as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're also on 13, 14 other platforms also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is just go to your phone and say Straight Hating Podcast.
And make sure you look for the Purple Fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's us. You know what I'm saying?
Purple Fire!
If you don't see the Purple Fire, it's not us. We got a lot of people trying to get our name, but it's not us. We are registered. Got a registered name, registered logo. Alright. Let's go back. We only got a few more minutes left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more stories to give you, but I'm going to have to give it to you in the next episode. But let's just do one more. Alright, so the one big one I wanted to give, I'm going to do that in the next episode, because that's very important.
It's very bigly.
Yeah, it's very big. So let me give you this right here first. Harvard rejects Trump administration's request for policy changes. So here's right here.
Harvard University is today refusing Donald Trump's demand that it change policies amid threats of funding cuts, setting up a new showdown between the Trump administration and the country's wealthiest and most prestigious university. The demands sent to Harvard Friday included things like reporting foreign students who commit conduct violations immediately to federal authorities, bringing in an outside party to ensure that each academic department is viewpoint diverse, restricting the acceptance of any international students who are, quote, hostile to American values and institutions, and the immediate shuttering of all diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, including for hiring and admissions. In a letter to the Harvard community, the university president pushed back, writing this, quote, no government, regardless of which party is in power, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they can admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue. Amid a whole sea of capitulation, Harvard does stand out on this front, and we will stay on this story. Harvard University.
I'm going to keep you up to date on this too. Harvard is fighting back.
Down, yo.
And because Harvard, see, the administration has taken away millions of dollars that it usually provides to them.
Especially with the DEI program.
Yeah, so because, here's the thing, they get them a list of things that how they want Harvard to run their program. Plus, they want to be in control of their hiring, their staff, their hiring the teachers, of everything. The administration want control of the whole list of who they hire and who they have on base and what they teach. And they only can teach certain things that's on their list. Now, because Harvard, fortunately, has financial backing, they have the power to stand up, which other universities can't.
Right.
So, in the time period that they rejected them, they started an alliance with other colleges to have alliances, so if they tackle one, they attack them all. However, it's almost too late because they're attacking them quickly, so they got to get this alliance together even fast. But they're attacking the colleges to make this so they know, the administration wants to know who they hire, want to be in control of who they hire and who they have in staff or in teachers. So they can say, well, if you want them to hire, you got to go through us. So they won't be in control of who each school hires for every part of the school in order to get federal funding.
It's like they just want so much power. Like, you're already in control. You're the president of the United States. Why do you have to go and just like go for everybody's power? Why can't some people have power that's trying to help the world? Like, I don't understand this man. Like, he wants to be the one that controls everything. So next thing you know, I'm gonna have to talk a certain way because I'm gonna have to be like, this is the Trump way.
Well, that is how he wants to do it. When you go to have speech with him and talk to him, they have meetings now which each person in a circle thank him for everything he say. Thank you. It's like now like a cult. You guys see it. They sit in the meeting before they start talking about something. Each one of them, like 20, 30, 40 of them, in around a circle. They go around the circle saying thank you. You've done the best. Each one will give them gratitude and thank you. And before they even speak about anything.
And you have to tell him he's the best president.
You gotta say you're the best president. You're the president ever done it. Thank you for what you're doing.
Look out of here.
Everybody gotta go take turns to say this.
Thank God I ain't nowhere near that.
And if you go around him, he already put in place that you can't speak or say certain words at his conferences or he'll throw you out. Right. Which they're trying to overturn that now because you put out freedom of speech to ask questions and stuff.
Hello.
But if you don't say certain words or certain comments or give him certain comments that he wants to have, then you got to go out.
But he still can be able to control that, even though if they do overturn it, he still could be in control. Be like, okay, I don't like the question you answered. Like, you can leave. You know, even though they get to say what they want to say, he still can be like, I don't like the question you answered. Please escort this man out. So, like...
So there's no freedom of speech. The same thing they've been preaching about, speaking about, and campaigning on, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Guess what? There's no more freedom of speech, because whenever you have freedom of speech, he throws you out.
Not unless you're speaking goodwill of Trump. Then you can speak all day long.
And you know what?
In Trump land.
In Trump land. This is Surviving 2025.
2025.
All right, so, okay, that's a wrap on this episode. But I want to recommend 5 movies or shows to watch or not to watch if my co-hosts have them to speak of.
Yes. Okay, we already talked about the first movie that...
Sinners! Go watch Sinners!
So the second movie I suggest that you watch is Sinners!
Yes!
And the third movie I suggest you should watch is Sinners!
Go watch Sinners!
It's Sinners! And if you haven't watched it yet, and you can find it somewhere, because it said it was only in theaters on the 18th.
Which is crazy, because people still want to watch it.
I don't know. Some people, because, you know, everybody, you know, our 18th is different from their 18th, because, you know, time frame. So they might have still watched it on the 18th, but we was already in 19th or something like that, or in 17th. Okay. So, you know, but if you can catch the movie, watch it.
Yes, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's so good to me. Like, I was intrigued.
Thank you, my supporters.
Rotten even gave it 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. Y'all know Rotten Tomatoes don't even give people no 100%. They gave that movie 100%. Not 99, not 92, or 8.
All right. Thank you, my supporters, for supporting my online store and podcast. Please continue to give me your feedback. I definitely appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll give you a shout out in this upcoming episode. Don't forget to check out my online apparel store called Straight Hating Fashion and More. Straight Hating Fashion and More. Go to straighthatingfashionandmore.com.
Okay.
Thank you for watching or listening, depending on what platform you're currently using. Follow my podcast on straighthating.castles.com for video podcasts and straighthatingpodcast.buzzsprout.com for audio podcasts. I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and several other platforms. Here's my co-host, Tasha Matt.
Tasha Matt, holla back. You already know when you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Matt, holla back. Let's go.
And I'm your host, AC.
Woo!
Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Talk to you later.